The multimedia production team presents Juliet Weinberg with the weather, Hannah Slauson with Hannah on the Street, Claire Barone, Cooking with Claire, Brooke Wolin, Worst Case Scenarios with Brooke, and Sienna Huther, Huther's Helpful Hints. It's the Warrior News.
Action.
Hello and welcome to the Warrior News. I'm your host, Brooke Wallen.
And I'm Claire Barone. We are now into week 3 of our 5-week schedule. The Warrior News team hopes everyone is doing well with this adjustment. It's nice to see almost everyone back in school.
I agree, Claire. Hopefully we continue to have more normalcy. Coming up on the Warrior News, Juliet with the weather, Cooking with Hannah, Worst Case Scenarios with Brooke, Huther's Helpful Hints, and Claire on the Street.
Today is Monday, April 26th, and it's National Pretzel Day. Pretzels are one of America's favorite snacks, whether it's soft and fluffy or salty and crunchy. Pretzels originated from Germany and symbolize good luck, prosperity, and spiritual fulfillment. Now let's head over to Hannah in the kitchen and see what pretzels she is cooking up for us today. What's cooking good looking? It's Cooking with Hannah, and today we're making pretzels. Let's go!
Start by adding 2 tablespoons of yeast to 1 cup of warm water, and let that sit for a couple of minutes to let the yeast dissolve. Then mix till well combined. Then add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt, and then mix that together. Once it starts forming clumps, take your hands and start pressing in the flour into the dough. Eventually, you'll be able to start kneading the dough. Knead for about 3 to 5 minutes until the dough is well combined. Then place in a bowl, cover with saran wrap, and place in a warm area and let the dough rise for 30 to 45 minutes. Once it's set, separate the dough into equal pieces. I did 6, but you can choose depending upon the size you want your pretzels. And then roll out the dough and start to form your pretzels. To form the pretzel, make a U shape, twist the 2 sides twice, and place down. Chef tip, if you wet the dough a little bit, they will stick to the pieces of dough better. Then once they're all done, you let them set for another 15 minutes. And during that, you can preheat your oven to 450 degrees. Prep a pan by putting down some aluminum foil and some canola oil, and then place your pretzels onto the pan. Then you can do an egg wash by cracking 1 large egg and mixing in 2 tablespoons of warm water. And brush that onto the eggs. And after that, you can sprinkle on some sea salt. Then you can place your pretzels into the oven and let them bake 15 to 20 minutes. During that time, I made some homemade caramel to put on the pretzels. Once mine were done, I just took them right out of the oven, and they looked so good. And here's the final result. Enjoy!
Happy National Pretzel Day! Back to Claire and Brooke in the studio. Wow, Hannah, that looks so good! I love myself a good pretzel. Now let's see what situation Brooke got herself into this week.
Hey guys, I'm back with another worst case scenario, so let's randomly choose our worst case scenario for this week. How to survive adrift at sea. You're going to want to stay aboard your boat or life raft as long as possible. Take whatever supplies you can carry. If you are in a cold weather environment, use whatever you can to stay warm. You're going to need to find whatever food you can. Try to get to land if you know where it is. If you see a boat or plane nearby, try to signal them. And this is me getting rescued. Thanks for watching this edition of Worst Case Scenario. Now back to the studio.
Glad you didn't get lost out at sea there, Brooke. Let's head over to the weather with Juliet and see what our weather for the week is going to be. Hopefully no more snow.
Thanks, Claire. It looks like this week we have some rain showers scattered throughout the week. We're supposed to have a high of 71 and a low of 54. Anything is better than the snow from last week. Back to you, Brooke.
Now that we know the weather for the week, let's see where Claire is on the street today. I heard she's checking out Tony's and everyone's secret signature orders.
All right, everybody, back on the streets this week. Today, we're going to be asking people what their favorite Tony's order is. Taylor, in fact, works at Tony's. So, Taylor, what's your favorite Tony's order?
I do. This is a little underground, okay? So, it's a plain wrap with chicken wing mac and cheese and cheddar cheese in it on the panini press. It's so good.
What's it called?
The mac wrap.
All right, Grace, what is your go-to Tony's order?
I get the Grace wrap. You should get it. Claire gets it sometimes.
It is very good.
She recommends, right?
Highly recommend.
I recommend.
What is your go-to Tony's order?
I'm getting a Grace wrap.
Good. I love the Grace wrap.
Slaps.
Hey, Nigel, what's your go-to Tony's order?
I like the Aiden wrap with American cheese, as fries, tenders, and some hot sauce in it.
Awesome. Sounds yummy. All
Like
right.
right now?
Yeah, I'm here with Kenna.
All right,
Kenna, what's your go-to Tony's order?
My go-to Tony's order is an Aiden wrap. Do I got a toast in it?
We are at Tony's. Celebrity. Boone, what is your go-to Tony's order?
The Boone wrap,
The
$6. And a Dr. Pepper. Don't forget the Dr. Pepper.
A Dr. Pepper. All right, you heard it here first, folks. This is Aiden with the Aiden wrap. What's your favorite signature wrap?
I just get the chicken tenders.
That's pretty good. My favorite wrap is the Grace wrap. You guys should check it out.
Today with Huther's Helpful Hints, Sienna is going to give us some tips on what you can do to fulfill your service hours for school and how to fill out your service hour sheets. Over to Sienna.
Hi, it's Sienna back with Huther's Helpful Hints, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fill out your community service form and give you some ideas of what kind of community service you can accomplish. At the top, don't forget to put your first and last name and fill out all the spaces so that there is no information missing when you turn it into the office. Fill out each of the boxes with the correct information, and don't forget to have your supervisor sign the paper as well. Don't forget to fill out the back too. You should have a short answer response on how you helped your community and what you learned during your service. Lastly, be sure to turn in the sheets to the main office before the end of each marking period. Some ideas for community service can be volunteering at the library, animal shelters, and soup kitchens, or even at your own local church. You can even get service for tutoring and helping your teachers. That's all for my helpful hints today. Back to Brooke.
Congratulations to Isla McCall for winning Grand Champion Senior Division runner-up in the 42nd Annual Utica College Regional Science Fair. Jason Rivera also won first place in the Senior Division for Natural Science. Isla and Jason also won a number of other awards. Great job.
Mrs. Fafley's health class put their skills to the test. The class was testing what your vision would be like under the influence of alcohol. Mrs. Fafley set up an obstacle course for the students, and they had to try to go through it on an adult-sized tricycle. The students have to try to walk the bar to their car with special goggles on. Then Officer Chris takes them through a field sobriety test. Glad everyone can understand the importance of safety. In 2018, the middle school students wrote poetry that was made into a book after the author event with Kwame Alexander. Those poems were then given to a group of people connected with the Kirkland Town Library, who judged the poetry to be put into the poetry path located outside the theater. Then, middle school student Allison Calcara, now in 9th grade, won the honor of having her poem displayed on the plaque. Since April is National Poetry Month, the new plaque was unveiled on the poetry path on April 17th.
The Clinton High School Positivity Project hosted the Clinton Night Live show on Saturday, April 17th. They raised money for the Country Pantry in Clark Mills. There was lots of acts from students in elementary, middle, and high school. Students sang, played instruments, danced, and even did taekwondo. Spanish teacher Don Miguel even graced us with his very funny dad jokes. All of the acts were a huge success, and P2 raised over $300.
Cool!
The P2 character strength this week is purpose. Your purpose is your intention. Your purpose could be to always be a kind person, or to make someone laugh every day, or to make a difference.
And now, a famous quote from Pablo Picasso. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. We hope everyone had a great week and made it the best that it can be. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the future broadcasts of the Warrior News. We're out! Don't leave me hanging.